and parts of Walsenburg and Trinidad. So you're still noticing a nice little band of snow up towards parts of Monument. Not so much for downtown Colorado Springs. Just very light accumulations will be felt here, mainly across northern Teller County and northern sections of El Paso County, wrapping up before 8 o'clock tonight. I want to share the bigger picture with you. Wind chill right now still in the single digits and below zero across most of the country's midsection. We still have 73% of the U.S. covered in snow. Not only that, close to a foot of snow here across parts of Louisiana. You'll actually notice this trough of low pressure follows that line of snow all the way down into parts of the Gulf Coast region. So it has been certainly one for the record books here. Notice some of the snow still ongoing there in parts of Dallas, Fort Worth, into the Red River Valley, and back across the high plains there of West Texas. Overall, that upper level pattern, which is that polar jet stream, which is typically right across the northern tier of the U.S., kind of keeping most of our colder temperatures a little farther north, is kind of sagging south, and that's allowing for a lot of Arctic air to continue just to sit across most of the lower tier of the country. And notice how that continues to really carve across the Midwest, and then finally wrapping up and pushing that Arctic air back towards parts of the northern plains and Canada by later this week. That's actually going to return us to more of a seasonal pattern by the weekend. I think we've earned it. It's going to be nice and mild this weekend, but we still have embedded waves of energy kind of coming embedded in that trough, and so we've still got ongoing snow across the high country, which is certainly a good thing. Some of the snow here that will continue across I-25 wraps up again around 8 o'clock this evening for the Pikes Peak region. Less than a tenth of an inch in most locations in terms of accumulations. Here we are at 6 o'clock, so most of the snow will continue there across parts of Walsenburg, areas into La Veta Pass, and parts of the Sangre de Cristo. So all that to say, very light for us this evening. Now on Wednesday, temperatures are in the 20s and 30s. This is going to be mostly cloudy tomorrow. Don't count on seeing much in the way of sunshine, but tomorrow's event is going to pack a lot more energy. In fact, if you've ever heard of thunder snow or hearing thunder while it's snowing, tomorrow's going to be a good chance of that. But that also is an indication of how much energy is in the atmosphere, and a lot of times when you get thunder snow, you can be putting down rates of 1 to 2 inches an hour. So that's what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. Not only that, here we are at 1 o'clock. Snow's developing. Look at it lingering here right through 6 o'clock, through 7 o'clock, not really moving all that much. So you're talking energy, plenty of moisture available, upper level winds are light, snow showers aren't moving. You've got yourself a recipe for some heavy snow right through the midnight hour here on Wednesday, and then likely not really wrapping up until sunrise early Thursday morning. So I think our impacts in terms of those road conditions will certainly be felt probably as early as Wednesday night and then through Thursday morning, and then we'll start to finally decrease that cloud cover across southern Colorado on Thursday, returning to some sunshine, and from that point forward we will start to warm up. So here's the lighter accumulations tonight. Most of the snow really starts to move in heavy at times through the day tomorrow. Again, mainly after the noon hour, we'll start to notice some of those flurries developing across the Pikes Peak region. Here we are tonight. You can notice where those light accumulations are going to be felt across the northern part of the county and areas into western El Paso County. Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, this is what we could be dealing with, the 2 to 5 inch range. It sounds like a large spread, and it is. And a lot of that is attributed to the fact that we're going to get these lingering snow bands that are going to pack a lot of energy. It's kind of like a thunderstorm type setup, except it's winter, so it's hard to really pinpoint where these bands are going to set up. Underneath them, if it lingers, 5 inches, certainly possible. Future snowfall here across parts of eastern Fremont County, areas into Pueblo County, not quite as much. Most locations a general 1 to 3, and then as you work your way across the eastern plains, more of a trace, close to an inch at best if these bands can kind of linger across the region, but not really an event for the eastern plains. Temperatures will continue to warm up into the 40s for Woodland Park through the weekend, so one more day and some heavy snow with that on Wednesday, and then we are looking at brighter and warmer days ahead. Talk about completely doing a 360 this weekend versus what we felt last weekend. I mean, that's a 65-degree difference in some locations. I mean, we didn't even make it above zero on Sunday and even Saturday for that matter. So it is going to be nice to get out and enjoy the sunshine just a bit, and I think all of us will be so acclimated. Maybe we won't even be wearing our coats. I mean, who knows? We'll be so hardy at that point, right? Who knows? Back to you guys.